All right, guys, how are you doing today? I am kind of in one of those, I'm in like a deep energy today. So I feel like today we're going to be channeling some interesting messages. All right, so we have two categories today. The first one we're going to call skin, and the second category is going to be called bones. So if you're new to this, take a moment, pause the video if you need time, and kind of sit with both categories, skin and bones. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just do the message like this today. For a second, I was like, oh, I'm going to split it into categories. I'm going to do this category and this category because we haven't done that in a few days. But as I was starting to do that, I started to get a message and I was like, no, this is one message. I don't know when this is going to happen. I don't even really know what this is and what this means, but I think it's going to be worldwide, or at least it could affect a country. Maybe not an entire country, but maybe. Could even be worldwide. I'm not sure, but it has something to do with, I'm hearing flesh eating. And don't freak out. It may even be like a movie that is worldwide and it's called like Flesh Eater. I don't know. I have no clue. It could be very simple. So don't let panic set in or anything, but I was getting a very clear message about skin, bones, flesh eating. Or maybe it's people eating flesh, like cannibalism. I'm telling you right now, it could be something about a movie. Like I'm seeing something about Mad Max. Some of you could be watching something like that, or like the End of Times, or the book of the book of what? Eli? Eli could be someone's name here. Eli. The channeling's interesting today. I feel like this is something like, I don't know, it's just like affecting the skin or flesh eating or people eating flesh. Could be like in a zombie type thing. So some of you, it could be like board games or video games or zombie movies or some sort of zombie show. Or literally, quite literally, something could be going on, I don't know, with the skin, the bones, flesh eating, flesh eating, flesh eating, flesh eating. Could be even like a gut or bacterial thing because I'm getting something about flushing, like the toilet flush, and then all of a sudden my stomach felt weird. I don't know if it's like a worldwide or a country or a mass area that is like upset. Their stomachs are upset, or it's like affecting people. I'm also hearing mass hysteria. But when have we never had that? We've always had that. That's what they're trying to do with the whole fucking, whoa, saucers are flying in the air. It's like, yeah, well, they flew in the air when I was growing up too. And, you know, I had some times where I wasn't the most obedient, nor my brothers. And, you know, shit flew around the room. Shit flew around the kitchen or the living room or the bedroom. And I could have said that was a flying saucer too. So we got that going on, you know. So this could just be like a whole something to cause mass hysteria. What is listeria? I'm hearing listeria. Wow. No way! What is listeria? Listeria can cause fever and diarrhea, loose stool, poop, similar to foodborne germs, but this type of listeria infection is rarely diagnosed. Symptoms vary in people with invasive listeriosis, meaning the bacteria has spread beyond the gut. Something to do with the gut, guys. I'm telling you, listeria. That's crazy. That has to be a thing. I'm just going to look up listeria. Maybe it's something going on or it's coming. I don't know. Like flu-like symptoms. What? Something about listeria. I'm also hearing something about bears. I heard something about bears the other day, like the animal, the bears. Bears. So I got hysteria, mass hysteria from listeria, or something to do with, something in the gut or like the skin, the bones, dehydration. It could have to do with just like something happens to the skin, like frailty. Frailty. I'm hearing that's, look up frailty. Oh, it's a movie from 2001. Frailty. It says a horror. It's a horror movie. I've got chills. It says dark, sinister, and chilling. One day, a widowed blue-collar worker has a revelation. He must destroy those who revealed him as demons. He then begins the serial killings of God's hand killer across Texas, but he also has 2 young sons, the younger of whom idolizes him and believes in the cause, while the older brother is revolted, but cannot bring himself to stop his father. 20 years later, the elder son walks into a police station and confesses. Oh shit, this could get crazy. If this is worldwide or even in like a country, now remember, I'm just sitting here picking up on a message. This may mean nothing. It could be in a movie. This may not even happen in reality, whatever reality is. What's reality, Spirit? Anyway, someone here could like totally out their own government. Like they could out them for something. Like they could say, they're spreading this. Or someone could spread information. I feel like it's in the world or on the internet. Someone's going to spread something and it's going to be like, but it has to do with the truth about what is happening. Frailty. Something about frailty. I hope it's not something to do with the water. With the water. Because I got the dry water. I got dry skin, bones, frailty from dehydration. But then maybe it's something to do with the water. Or if you can't get the water, then you would be frail. I don't know. Something to do with frailty, water, or maybe in the water. Something to do with the water. Maybe it's bacteria in the water, or it's not clean. Or something's in the water. Or maybe it's like, no, there's just not enough of it. Or don't get it on your skin. So then like everybody has to walk around smelling because it's like you can't even shower or get in the water. I don't know. This is crazy. I don't know if I even want to post this. But you never know. You never know. What has to do with the bones? I was getting something about bones. Ashes. I got ash the other day. Ashes. Ashes, we all fall. I'm hearing about Nightmare, like Nightmare on Elm Street. This could be like a horror movie coming out, but it like depicts what's happening in the future. Although it's probably not even it may not be a horror movie like playing in the theaters. It may be one that plays out before our eyes, That's what Spirit's saying. So, but it may not be. Bones. I got bones also the other day because I was picking up on bone. Something about bones though, and Nightmare, like Nightmare on Elm Street is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. Ooh, I'm hearing sweeping the land. Okay, this is like some really, it is dark. It is dark, the message I'm pulling right now. It's dark. It is sinister. But I can't tell where it's coming from. But it's some sort of a dimension. But I can't tell if it's going to be in ours or if it's like in another one. But I think I'm hearing infiltrate. Somehow we're going to experience it. But it could be just in the media, or it could be mass media coverage. I had a vision a minute ago. It almost looks like complete desolate land, and it was completely dark. It was like there was no lights, and there was just like the only thing that looked like lights was fires off in the distance, just like fires everywhere, and it was gray. It looked like something happens at night, or it's at night as something's burning, and all you can see, the only light you have is the red off in the distance from all the fires everywhere. And there's just a lot of, it's hard to breathe. This is crazy. What are y'all watching? I'm like, who am I picking up on here? Who's got the crazy ass TV show on? Or maybe there's like someone's got this movie in the making right now, making this movie, or it's actually going to happen. But I mean, you never know. But I do see that. I see it. I'm seeing ashes falling into water, like into the lake, into the rivers, into the oceans, into water sources. I'm seeing ashes. Bare foot, bare feet. Okay, I also saw just now, this is crazy, Spirit. I saw just now bare feet, people walking in their bare feet, and ashes sticking to the bottom of their feet. Like they don't have shoes on, they're walking outside in their bare feet, and there's ashes stuck to the bottom of their feet. But they can't get water, and so there's like mass hysteria and people drinking a lot of alcohol because the water is contaminated, or they can't get enough of it. Either it's contaminated or they can't get enough of it. But I also see like being able to filter all this shit out of the water is like, people don't have that equipment readily available. So even if it could be saved, it can't be saved. It's almost like starvation or contamination, but it could be starvation from contamination. Yeah, all of a sudden during this, I'm feeling like it feels like it's a little hard to breathe. Like I just, it's labored, it's hard to breathe. It almost feels like I don't know, but I'm getting something about bones, or a bone collector, or someone who collects bones, or collecting bones, like lots of bones, or the bone collector. Isn't that a movie, The Bone Collector, or something to do with death? Bone Collector. It's a movie, a 1999 movie. Policewoman Amelia, whatever, is in hot pursuit of a serial murderer. What's up with all the murderers here? Is there going to be like something about a serial killer? Or maybe it has something to do with that. Maybe the serial killer is something about it's in the cereal. Wouldn't that be some crazy shit? Something about in the cereal? The cereal goes around like it's a cereal that kills people or something. I don't know what in the hell. Then I got something about serial killer. Like actually the cereal, what's in it? Or whatever. So is in hot pursuit of a serial murderer whose calling card is a small shard of bone extracted from each of his victims. Yeah, bone collector. Okay. Unable to decipher the cryptic clues, the killer... Have you guys ever heard of like a mass ritual? Rituals. Everybody does rituals. Even churches, participate in rituals, even if they don't see it like that. Like, taking of the Lord's Supper, or prayer before this song, or, when standing up at this hour. There's like certain rituals that are performed, right? Celebrating certain holidays, but that's a ritual. There's rituals all the time. We always have rituals. but I'm actually seeing someone who is going to perform a mass ritual, meaning they owe a debt to their God, who is, it is a God in their eyes, it is their God, it is the God that roams this earth, and that God is owed a debt, and this is someone who is going to have to pay that debt with mass lives, with mass bones. They have to pay with bones. Could even be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm seeing about actual cereal. It may have nothing to do with that. It could be something completely different. But I'm seeing like a cereal, but it could be like a Halloween type. What do you call that when it's got like a theme? It's like themed. It comes out. It's like seasonal, a type of cereal. But you know, cereal is different in different places. Like cereal in America is very different than what they consider cereal in other places. Like cereal in America's got a bunch of shit in it that people from other places would never touch. So it depends on what is the cereal here. Is it actual cereal, or is it a person who's about to straight up, they have a ritual to perform, but it can't come off like a ritual. I'm hearing agriculture has something to do with the food. I'm hearing a ritual, agriculture, something to do with food, crops, food, crops. Something about sodium chloride, guys. I was just sitting here and I heard sodium chloride. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I'm hearing that too. It's just random. Sodium chloride. Salt. Sodium chloride. Salt. Salt could be like salt water. The ocean. The sea. Sea. I don't know what to say. I'm getting something also about um, like I'm seeing people. I'm seeing these people, and they're on like this island. It looks like an island. I don't know where this is at, but they're on like a, I don't know. It looks like it's in the middle of nowhere, and they're very different than what humans are. They're different than what humans are. At least people who are used to civilization. Like these are people who are more so like animals. They're like animalistic, or they're more so like that. I don't know why I'm getting cannibals or something. And it may have nothing to do with that. It could just be like, it's something that when you're limited on resources, this is what can happen. Okay, I don't know what I'm picking up on. This is all I'm getting today. I'm sorry it wasn't some sort of love story or like more of a message that was closer to home. Hopefully it's not close to home at all. Hopefully it doesn't even kind of resonate. I don't even know. But I've been sitting here like, okay, am I going to post this? Really? Do I want to post this? Yeah, I do. I do. I don't care if it doesn't make sense. I don't care if it's choppy. It's exactly what I'm getting. And you never know. We may need it. We may fucking need it. So I'm going to post it. And, you know, sometimes they're not what you would want for yourself. They're not what you would want to post. It's not like, oh, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do, even if you don't want to. So anyway, I had a message I did yesterday, which was about love. I might possibly post that one. I don't even know what this means. So, you know, there's no sense in letting anything stress you or get to where it's like, oh my God, that's crazy. Like, but this is it. It's just a message. Just listen to it. If it's meant to resonate one day, we'll know, and then we'll be like, oh, I remember when I listened to that, and yeah, it's crazy because it's happening now, you know. And if it doesn't, well, even better, because I wouldn't want this shit to happen. It doesn't make any sense. It's crazy, and it seems a little bit, you know. It seems a little bit like, I don't know. I'm also seeing a video game right now called like Civilization. I'm pretty sure my brother, when I was younger, my oldest brother used to play a game called Civilization. It was a video game. Oh, they still have it? It's a series of turn-based strategy video games, first released in 1991. Sid. Ooh. Okay, Spirit. Developed the first game in the series and has had creative input for most of the rest. And his name is usually included in the... It's just a strategy game. Something about strategy. And then I'm seeing zombies again, guys. And then right after that, I see Civilization Rise. Okay. So I'm picking up on the game called Civilization. I believe I'm seeing a computer game here, and it could be like a board game too. I'm not sure. It looks like it. I don't want to take forever looking it up, but basically it says this game might teach skills in a wide range of domains. So the reason it's a good game and it's considered educational is because the skill, it may teach you skill that could be transferred into real life. Survival. And I'm picking up on Civilization. Y'all may think, oh, that's so random. And I think it's random too, right? Till it bleeds into what we need. Till we find out, oh, why am I channeling Civilization spirit? Because we're going to be fending for ourselves. That's basically what we're doing anyway, though. Every single day. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I do. To get started, players will need a relatively advanced vocabulary. Perhaps that of a 5th grader. It's also something about the military, guys. Something to do with the military. Warlords, military. Something about population. It says it's like all the strategy has been removed from the game. I'm telling you, something's coming up. It's something's coming up and something's about to go down. I don't know what it is. I think it's actually going to happen. I don't know if it's even any of those messages are related. The whole people on the island, the whole mass hysteria, the whole listeria. I don't know if it's all connected or separate events. Maybe none of it happens in the real world, whatever that is. Maybe it just happens on a video game or on TV or in a movie, and they're building a movie, creating a movie right now in the middle of filming it, and it's going to come out next year or something. It's going to be like, oh my God, she channeled that whole last movie. Or maybe it's really going to happen. I don't know. All I know is I'm just saying some shit that's coming to me, and this is all I ever do. And sometimes it happens, and sometimes it's already happened, and sometimes it's like, it doesn't happen at all. You never know, right? You just roll with it. You just roll with it. That's how you strengthen your gift. So civilization, civil eyes, I'm hearing something about realize, recognize, but it's also about civilize. Yeah, I'm seeing a very specific story in my head. I'm also seeing a man now who's like, he's in the military. In my vision right now, there's a guy. I see him. I've never seen this person in real life, but there's a man in my third eye right now. I'm seeing him. It's rare for me to see this and hold on to it. I'm still seeing him with my eyes open. He's standing there and he's talking to a woman. I'm still seeing the fire off in the distance and just kind of like lots of little, it's not good. It's not good at all what's going on. I don't know where this man is and this woman, but he's basically not supposed to help her. This could be like a figurative thing, may have nothing to do with military or nothing, but I'm getting the visual of a man who's like not supposed to help this woman. They may even be there to like control people and to like enforce some sort of rules, and they're supposed to be doing this with her, this man, but he's not, because he falls for her and he's letting her out or free, or he's teaching her how to defend herself, or he's giving her the tools she needs to protect herself, because he ends up loving her. Hell, shit, that could happen in real life. You never know. That could actually happen. What if they just send like a whole bunch of military in? You never know, right? Because like something's going on, and then they like, there's all these military walking up and down the streets at night, making sure that you stay in your home and all this and that. But it's like really dangerous. I don't know. Maybe this is like a thing. Doesn't happen. I don't know. But then like somebody here that got shipped here from wherever, and they're you know, trying to enforce the rules. They're in the military, and they're like, yeah, they got their guns. But then this guy sees this girl, and she's like not supposed to be out of her house at night, and she comes out. Then he sees her, and she sees him, and she's like, oh shit. And at least this is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye now. She goes back inside, and of course he walks back there, and he's like, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be out here. It's something like that, right? I don't know. This could be like on a totally different plane. This sounds like you're not supposed to be out here. I don't know. Long story short, basically, I don't know. I feel like love could be what sets somebody free, in the sense that maybe even someone has maybe even someone has knowledge of something really bad, or someone's true intentions, or something really bad that could affect a lot of people. Even just something, somebody's got knowledge of something that's crooked, it's fucked up, it's not right, and someone here, because of love, they're going to maybe even say what it is, so that whoever they love won't be harmed by whatever this is, even though it may be too late already. It's like, what the fuck am I channeling? Sorry. What the hell am I channeling? I'm like sitting here, should I start over? It's already been a while. Should I start over and just kind of like, but Spirit's like, I don't care if you start over. You can start over if you want, but you have to get this message out. Someone needs to hear it. I don't care if 10 people watch it. I don't care if you lose 500 fucking people from posting it. You're gonna post this video right now, and they're gonna listen. And the ones who don't listen, bye. And the ones who do listen, good. Whether you think you need it or not, post the video. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm gonna post the video. Send. Okay, whoops. Spirit's on whooping my ass. I'm gonna listen. Spirit is daddy. Okay, Spirit is daddy. And I listen to daddy, because if I don't listen to daddy, Spirit, no fucking way. It literally just started raining. Do you hear that? Hold on.